And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to the Steelman Fieldhouse here in Monticello, Arkansas for today's Great American Conference matchup featuring the Southern Nazarene Crimson Storm and the Arkansas-Monticello Cotton Blossoms. James Hill here on the call with you today. Looking forward to a great matchup, and it is the season finale for both the SNU men and women. This afternoon, it'll be their final regular season contests before they get ready to head to Bartlesville next weekend for the GAC Tournament, and still a lot to play for if you're the SNU women. They come into this game with a 16-11 record, a 15-6 record in the GAC. It has been quite the turnaround season for Southern Nazarene. In that win over Southern Arkansas on Thursday, those 15 conference wins, well, that set a new mark since joining the GAC. The previous mark was 14 wins in the GAC set back in 2012 and 13. Well, they set a new mark on Thursday, picking up that 15th win in the Great American Conference. And currently they are tied in second place with East Central, who they hold a tiebreaker over. And at the end of today, depending on how everything plays out, SNU will either be the number 2 or the number 3 seed going into next weekend. But all they have to do today, it's really simple for SNU. You win, you're number 2. If they lose, there's a lot of other situations. They could still technically be number 2 even with a loss, depending how games go today at East Central or with East Central as well as Harding. But it is more than likely that Southern Nazarene is going to be the number 2 seed, especially if they can get a win here this afternoon. They'll take on an Arkansas-Monticello team that is it is their senior day, and they're going to be playing for pride today. They will not be in Bartlesville for the GAC tournament next weekend. They come in with a 6-19, check that, a 7-19 record and 6-15 in the GAC. So they will be home next weekend, but you know they're going to come out in their final game, their final home contest. As we said, play with a lot of pride and try to come away with an upset victory, just as we saw Southern Arkansas do on Thursday. That was another team that is not going to make the tournament, but they gave SNU everything they could handle in that contest. And so we'll see how this all plays out today. The men will follow afterwards. They will take the court at 3 p.m. as they'll be looking for their 6th straight win and looking to close the season strong themselves as the number 1 seed. We'll have lineups coming to you here in just a moment. About to go through the starting lineups for Southern Nazarene. It's going to be the same lineup as you've seen all year, led by head coach Trent May, his first year as head coach. And as we said, what a turnaround season. This was a team that was sitting like Arkansas-Monticello just 1 year ago. We're not going to make the tournament. We're not going to be moving on. And 1 year later, they're one of the top seeds in the GAC. So as we take a look at tonight's starting lineup, the point guard, a sophomore out of Burleson, Texas, number 5, Alexis Jones. A junior guard out of Valladolid, Spain, number 4, Irene Perez. A senior guard out of Oklahoma City, number 10, Adrian Berry. A senior guard out of Rockwall, Texas, number 12, Madeline Schrepfer. And the center down low, a 6'2 sophomore out of Mustang, Oklahoma, number 14, Abby Nehus. SNU will try to break, really they had a cold spell. They played a really good first half against Southern Arkansas. In that second half, they were ice cold, and it allowed Southern Arkansas to make a little bit of a run. And they're going to hope that they can shore that up here in today's game against Monticello. As you can hear, starting lineups being announced for Southern Nazarene. And we will await the lineup from Monticello. We actually don't have Monticello's lineup as of yet, but we'll see it as they are announced here in just a moment. Not a very big team, only 11 people on the bench. There might be less than that today. Really looks like there's only 9 people. There's 11 on the roster, but only 9 that are dressed out today. So we are ready for the Blossoms here to take the court as they are introduced. First, it'll be a senior guard from Fort Smith, Arkansas, number 15, Whitney Odell. Be a senior guard from Fairfield, California, number 20, Brianna Halis. We got a senior forward from Dyersburg, Tennessee, number 21, Kari Swift. And it's going to look like it's going to be an all-senior lineup, or mostly a senior lineup, it seems. Starting at guard, a junior from Star City, Arkansas, number 30, Jada Harden. And then finally starting at guard, a senior from Columbus, Georgia, number 32, Taylor Farley. Blossoms are led by head coach Tanya Ray, as we said. 7 wins on the season, 6 in the GAC. They're currently tied with Oklahoma Baptist, and Arkansas-Monticello is coming off a win. They welcomed in Oklahoma Baptist, who has just been on a free fall ever since missing the tournament, and they ran through the Bison 70-57. So this team's got a little bit of confidence coming into today's game as they're looking to close it out with a win. We are about ready to go here in Monticello. Again, those lineups: Perez, Jones, Berry, Schrepfer, and Nehus for the Crimson Storm. O'Dale, Hales, Swift, Harden, and Farley for the Blossoms. 10 minutes on the clock, 4 quarters set to go. SNU in their road blacks with the red trim, or the crimson trim I should say, and Monticello in their home grays with green trim, as well as green numbers. It'll be Nehus set to jump here, along with Swift. And Nehus wins the jump, and Alexis Jones will get it started. We are underway. Alexis Jones will take it. Man-to-man defense early on here from Monticello. Perez at the wing, going to move it around to Jones in the corner. Jones going to go inside to Berry. Berry in the paint. Little short jumper is good, and it's 2-0 SNU. Bringing it forward will be Brianna Hales here for the Blossoms. Man-to-man defense for SNU. Hales tries to send a cutter towards the basket. It's kicked by Schrepfer. It'll remain UAM basketball. This was an ugly game the first time they met in Bethany. So the Nazarene won it 48-36. Played a great defensive game, but a lot of turnovers. Hales going to pump fake a 3 from the wing, drives baseline. Will kick it over to Swift. Swift goes inside, and the layup is good from Harden, who was able to get position there. Looked like she got it just over Nehus's arms. Nehus right now, 3rd in the country in blocks. Perez with it. Perez spins. Perez drives. Gets a little bump. Can't get the layup to fall. Rebound comes down to Hales. Hales now on the run. 1-on-1. Hales will now kick it to a trailing Harden, who gets the lay-in to fall, and it's 4-2 Monticello. Monticello out hot here in the early going. Jones with it. Jones off a screen from Nehus. Jones, little mid-range jumper, gets the friendly roll and gets it to fall. Tied up at 4 apiece. Back the other way comes Hales. Hales going to move it around to Harden. Harden top of the arc. Harden going to drive on Perez. Perez gets a piece of it, and they get a late whistle. And that's going to be on Perez. That'll be the first foul of the game, and it's going to be a pair of free throws coming up for Harden. A lot of seniors getting the start today. Kinsey Johnson's the leading scorer at 15.7 points per game, followed by Swift at 8.7, and Harden at 8.7, who is currently at the line. First free throw is up, and it is good. UAM takes the lead back at 5-4. One more coming up here for Harden. It is up. And that one is good, and it's 6-4 now. Blossoms leading the Crimson Storm. Jones with it, directing traffic, top of the arc. Jones will go to Berry at the wing. Berry's going to try to go inside to Nehus. Tipped away by Swift, but they're going to get a whistle on Swift. That'll be her first. Bench kind of came up, disagreed with that call. That is the first on Swift. Baseline out of bounds here for SNU. They were very good in these set plays from the baseline against Southern Arc. They'll go inside. Schrepfer. Schrepfer, nice spin move, goes up. It's blocked. Blocked by Swift. It'll stay SNU basketball. It was a great move by Schrepfer. Had her man beat, but Swift was able to get a hand on it from behind. They'll go inside to Berry on the baseline. Berry going to pull it out to the corner. Now goes inside to Jones. Jones, little pump fake. Now we'll hit it out to Schrepfer, and they're going to get 3 in the key. I think that's going to be on Nehus, just camped out under. And we stay at 6-4. So down the floor come the Boll Weevils. Hales leading it. Hales will go inside, actually around the free throw line where Swift is. She'll go inside, looking for Odell, almost taken away. Odell somehow keeps possession, though, and this time it is taken away, but they get a whistle before the steal. They're going to get it on Jones on a reach-in. Jones must have just reached in there because Schrepfer had come away with the steal, and she was heading the other way for the easy lay-in. Farley to inbound. Farley goes in the corner, three-pointer on the way, and it is good from Carrie Swift. And right now, the Boll Weevils, or excuse me, the Cotton Blossoms, red hot here early on. They take a 9-4 lead. Jones now with it. Jones to Perez in the corner. Perez going to go inside to Niehaus. Niehaus backs her man down, goes up strong, and lays it in. Nice move there by Abby Niehaus, and gets the score to 9-6. Back the other way comes Monticello. Swift going to drive on Niehaus, but she travels before. And it's going the other way to SNU. So Jones will bring it forward. Or the Crimson Storm moves it over to Schrepfer. Schrepfer going to go to Barry now at the wing. Active hands right now for Monticello, staying in the face of these SNU offensive players. Schrepfer now going to get it. She drives, and they're going to get a touch foul before the shot. That's going to be on Farley. That'll be her first. So Jones the inbound. They get inside to Niehaus, can't get the layup to fall. Then a very long rebound comes out to Harden. Harden's going to get an easy layup out of this, possibly. And right before she does, she's fouled by Barry. So Harden will get a pair of free throws. She's already at 6 points in this contest. Barry gets her first free throw. That was a little bit just unlucky there by SNU. The missed shot just kind of bounced all the way into the front court, and where Harding could just come up with it and hit to running. So she's got a pair of free throws. This first one is up and no good. One more coming up for Hardin. Only a junior on the floor. The other four are seniors. So as we said, a senior starting lineup for senior day for the Blossoms. Second free throw from Harding is good. And UAM moves ahead 10-6. Just 3.5 minutes into this contest, very early. Jones with it. Jones comes off a screen. Jones going to drive the baseline. We'll kick it out to Perez. They're going to get a late charge call. Boy, it sure looked like Hardin was camped in the cylinder. But they get her with a charge. And after Jones had made the pass, it looked like there wasn't a lot of contact. And they get a charge nonetheless. And I believe that is 2 fouls on Jones. She's going to remain in the game. She's going to be very careful. You see Sonia Sarter just came up off the bench on the next dead ball. Early going to move it over to Odell. Odell over to Hales. And we're going to get a carry call on Hales. And Alexis Jones is going to head to the bench. One of the top